and he disappeared.
It was wonderful.
What's that?
Alexa.
It's an invisibility cloak.
Lumos.
Hold on. Damn it! I was gonna say, what's that summoning charm?
Accio.
Yeah. And Paul.
Accio asshole.
We didn't learn that one yet. That's next year.
So you're gonna become like try to Ouroboros yourself.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Well, that's how we're starting the show. What's going on, nerds?
Fuck you, Paul.
You gotta eat your own ass to defeat
Alexa.
the charms.
Knox.
Oh God, there it goes. Bye-bye.
Oh, I didn't vanish like I did last time.
Anyway.
The things you learn with Alexa.
What's up, nerds? Tonight is Prisoner of Azkaban. And with me tonight, we have my wonderful co-host, AJ. We are no longer accepting applications to replace him. He's an amazing co-host and has admirably earned his place.
It's sad how many people have wanted to apply or that did apply because they thought you were serious.
Wait, what?
It's sad because it totally would have gone to me, the position.
I don't know about that.
Wait, so we wouldn't have gotten Wayne Brady?
No, Wayne Brady was busy.
Huh. I gotta go put on real quick up then.
Yeah,
Alexa?
yeah, no. People
Lumos.
actually listen to the show and then message me, says, "Hey, I thought this was your show. Why are you leaving the show?" And then I had to explain them. I'm pretty sure Susie's a joke, joking on it. And then it kept.
Wait, only pretty sure?
So she wasn't being serious?
Jesus, I really wish you guys weren't being so black.
Also, stop stealing my jokes.
All of you.
I made
really
that joke
had to
like 3
explain
times
to people
already.
that she was joking. Or at least I hope she was joking.
Oh no, I was totally joking. AJ, you want to finish introducing everybody?
Oh, yeah, well, I'm the co-host that apparently is sticking around now. That is my beautiful wife.
Your wife.
And then the master of ceremonies is above us, Mikey.
That's me, Mike Allen, the pounder of that Azkaban. Well,
I'm glad I wasn't drinking.
Until the video comes out, I have to make sure they know my funny names.
I
mean, I have a funny name too, but Jess says no, that makes me sound like a sex slave. Jess and her house elf, AJ. Speaking of house elf, hi, Paul.
Hi, AJ.
No, I know better, Mikey. I know so much better than to do that.
I was like, AJ, no. Please.
Which kitty cat is that?
Oh, this is my pussycat Uno.
Need to change their names to like Harry and Ron. Wait, they're both girls.
No.
Who are the twin sisters?
Padma and Parvati. Or Hestia and Flora.
So,
yeah.
Once again, our buddy James is here. He was in Harry Potter. He was that one black guy that told Harry that he had the Grim.
Oh, you got the Grim, you do. That's
and
my favorite line.
Never seen again.
And then was no, yeah. Well, no, he had two
lines.
That was what's his name? I had his name actually written down at some point because I was like, that's my character I relate to. Yeah, he's the character I relate to, the one who appears and vanishes forever.
That was my watch, not my phone.
Well, mute that too.
I guess he got
picked out. As you're going to find out between last week and actually no, this week and next week, because that episode airs next week, you're going to see a huge difference in questions. The questions we have tonight were, I don't want to say brought to you by, because we don't have a sponsor. Susie made the damn questions, so at least they're literate.
Susie always makes the questions. For what she does it.
No, we have to make up like some fake name, like some corporation that would sound like something Susie would be, or like in charge of or something. Like this one's brought to you by
things that smell good in a wax form.
I don't know.
What?
Wax?
Things Things that smell good in a wax form.
Just
Well,
call
why
it
would she
Yankee
be-
Candle already.
No, I was gonna say Scentsy.
The forbidden fleshlight.
Susie, CEO of the Forbidden Flashlight LLC.
You know where I
Give me
thought
that
Jess was
wussy.
going is a DC villain. I thought she said wax, and I'm like, Susie's turning into the doll maker. No, because that's dark. That's really dark, and I'm pretty sure Mikey's probably the only one that knows what I'm talking
I was about to say, I know. We're like, oh no.
Where he doesn't kill you, he just shoves a pipe down your throat of hot wax, and that's how it kills you.
Sounds kinky.
That's
Anyway,
good.
let's get on with the show.
Wasn't that a villain in one of the Arkham games?
No,
Oh.
that was Clayface.
No, and I don't know.
No, I thought there was one that did that. Like, I think it was Arkham Knight.
No, that's Professor Pig. Maybe you're thinking of, and he chops you up and tries to put pieces on you. We're getting off topic.
Yeah, we're not in the
Massively
Arkham
off
cast.
topic, and I've just given up trying to rein you guys back in.
Well, I'm sorry. I solemnly swear I'm up to no good.
Matches my background.
Better manage that.
Meow
mission,
meow
boy.
meow 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 meow.
Time to go manage those questions. Susie, what's question number 1?
Question number 1 is: Harry gets the permission slip to go to Hogsmeade this year. What deals would you have made to be able to go?
Sorry.
I would have just forged a signature.
Really?
It's not hard.
That's fair.
Yeah, but I
enough.
think
My parents have the handwriting of 6-year-olds.
that comment that just went through my head, I can't say because that's so rude. So I guess I'll go after Jess. I don't know if I would have made a deal. Did they know at that time that he can't do? Yeah, they did. They did know.
They
Fuck
did
you,
know.
Dobby.
Bobby's not in this movie.
I won't kill your sister or your sister-in-law.
Sister. Actually, sister.
But that's kind of how it happened. But then he
didn't kill her,
almost accidentally
per
did it.
se.
Is that a Hindenburg? No, that's Auntie Marge. Mikey boy.
That's me. I'll be sucking some dick to get on the Hogsmeade train, buddy.
I was avoiding saying that, but since
I
Mikey went there,
I wrote it and immediately started like laughing. I'm like, I'm so funny. Sucking dick, your drinking word?
no, it's not.
Thank
Thank
God.
fucking God. James, give me soda.
No.
James.
Is Paul
really
trying to
know.
reach us about our extended warranty?
Yes,
Maybe. Probably.
I've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
I shall be
You know,
good.
the car you don't have.
Oof. James, what was that?
I
Sorry.
think it would be to stay out of trouble, but then right after that, I would cause trouble. But that was not the trouble I literally meant I was going to cause. It would be in a different level of trouble, and then cause more trouble after that.
Those were not in the terms and in agreements. Hey, Paul.
Hey, AJ.
What would be your kind of bargaining chip to get that permission slip signed?
You say it like I act like I would need a permission slip.
I mean, technically you did.
I mean, technically, I wouldn't have cared. I would have been like, you guys go that way. I'm going that way. See you there.
If that was
He would have too.
What, Paul?
Yeah, he would have.
See you there.
Half the time, that's how it happens.
Susie, what about you? What would you have done as you're shaking off the blue Hawaiian?
Probably. Well, my hair is like literally green right now. It's bugging crap out of me.
What did you do to your hair?
She probably went
Nothing.
swimming somewhere.
I
Maybe
literally
you
think
need a
it's either
better
reflecting off the
coordinator.
dressers, the way the lights are reflecting off my head today. Like, it's blue. Drive me crazy. I probably would have done the same thing as Terry did and promised to be good.
I would not kill her.
Good as can be.
So what do you got for the next question?
Largy Margie. What are your thoughts about Dursley's sister and her dog?
Asshole. She's a bitch. She's a
nice
big
way to
bitch.
put it.
She could be my mother's sister. Ooh, is that too bad?
No,
No, that's not bad.
that's quite tame, actually.
I have written in my notes something much worse, but I'm just gonna say,
Go! I want to hear it.
I called her a cunt.
Oh,
That's not bad. That's a term of endearment.
You mean if you're fucking, it's a sperm of endearment.
Sperm?
I wasn't even drinking. Just go.
I love dogs, but I would have punted a bitch.
The dog was fine.
The dog or her?
The dog was an asshole.
Not compared to its owner.
Well, yeah.
He's got the point.
All the dog did was growl at Harry.
Our dog growls at everybody.
Our dog's a bitch.
Little man loves me.
Yeah, he does.
He doesn't like Kendall, though. I don't get it.
Because Kendall's not James.
True that. You smell better.
We don't listen to this episode to skip over it. It's not
I miss
canon.
Kendall.
You're telling him to skip over this episode after you already said it.
Kendall, stop the episode.
Don't listen to episodes.
I came in here from the future to tell you don't listen to episode 69.
Is it episode 69?
No,
I just want to say 69 because it's the sex number.
There's another joke. I'm saying it's gonna leave a bad taste.
Apparently, Mikey likes 69.
Maybe with a ham sandwich. James.
Yeah. Listen, that's the only meat that's going in this mouth, buddy.
Okay.
Go, James, please.
We're gonna get flagged.
This episode's
gonna get flagged.
I didn't like her, but I'm just saying I would have Seamus bro kicked both her and the dog.
Which one do you hit first?
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say the answer is yes. I'm glad that we're both on the same page on that one.
Paul, how would you deal with Auntie Marge? Firecracker under her seat?
Sure, let's go with that.
Chocolate in the dog bowl?
Ooh.
I would never attack the dogs.
I just can't believe what she said because that bugs the crap out of me. If there's something wrong with the bitch, there's something wrong with the butt. Did anybody else see fighting words the minute she said that?
I would have punched her right in the jaw.
I'm surprised Petunia didn't do anything.
She doesn't like her sister.
Well, there's a difference between not liking your sister and being the only person allowed to say bad things about your sister.
I mean,
I'm the only one that's allowed to say bad things about Susie. I'll kill a bitch that does.
I mean, I've said bad things about Susie, but usually to her face.
Yeah, and she can kill you herself.
Yeah, I still have the marks to prove it.
Yeah, but I mean, we really don't know that she actually hates her sister. Up until this point, she acts like she does, but we really don't know that she hates her sister.
Yeah, it could just be Harry's Horcrux. Susie, what about you? What would you have done to Auntie Marge to deal with them?
If given the choice, I would have hidden in my room and read books.
I mean,
yeah, instead of serving them, yeah, that probably would have been a better idea.
I would have been like, you want
Alfred,
me to?
Harry.
I understand that I need to make my presence known. I will say hi. I will say bye, but otherwise, I will be in my room. I will come down for food, and I will go back up to my room. I'm not dealing with this because I will lose my temper.
Susie has a temper? No.
Very much so.
Susie no have temper.
That reminds me of that one time at Magic Camp.
Instead of a trumpet, it was a wand.
A flute.
When did you and I go to Magic Camp? You know what? Never mind.
Hagrid's flute.
I guess
it was
break a bitch.
Secrets.
Gonna break the doors wide
Everybody
open.
answered the question.
Yes. To the next one.
Do you think that Marge deserved what she got?
No.
Deserved worse.
She deserved worse.
Thanks, AJ.
A lot worse.
She deserved worse than being a human blimp.
No. This is what should have happened. This takes place in the early 90s, which means we have aircraft, land to air
Jesus.
missiles.
We're gonna service the air missile, fucking bitch.
Unidentifiable aircraft. Take that shit down.
I would have just steered her through a power line, honestly.
Would have been the Hindenburg all over again.
What does the Goofy movie have to do with this?
Oh, the humanity.
Oh my god.
I was just gonna say shoot BBs at her, but Jesus, y'all like, yo, let's just end her. Like, yo, just off her, done. Goodbye.
Man's doing a fucking Blaze Blue super on her.
Watch it be the opposite of John Wick. The owner dies and the dog goes commando.
So freaking dark. Like, I don't think we've had an episode so far that is this dark when we started.
Yeah,
but
that's what happens when
it's
Mikey's
that bad of a
nuts.
character. This is how much I don't like her. Umbridge, her, Voldemort.
I mean, I can agree with that.
I mean, for me, it's Umbridge, and then her.
I mean, I'm surprised Voldemort even made your list.
Fine. I'll do this. I got one better. Umbridge, Auntie Marge, Susie. Better?
Jesus.
Don't hit me.
I wasn't gonna hit you.
That looked like an open hand.
It was an open hand, but I was gonna walk back.
No, but I like my, surface to air, unidentifiable aircraft, and she go boom. She definitely be punctured.
We're literally talking about murder.
It's not murder.
It's Marger.
Magic.
It's not delivery.
It's not butter.
Now.
It's not murder. It's murder.
It's not murder. It's DiGiorno.
It's technically not, because she didn't answer the unidentifiable aircraft. Identify yourself, and if she didn't answer, they take it out.
That indicates that her teeth both receive radio.
Well, they don't know that.
I can't believe it's not murder.
Do you find that next to the Lando Lakes?
It's just her like screaming face on the thing of butter.
On to the next question, because the next question is just as morbid as all of this, but like, really?
What's the next one?
In most houses, it is believed that black cats are superstitious.
That's not that bad.
How did you feel about a black dog being the bringer of death?
They're talking shit about you,
It's neato.
And your bad luck.
Is he consoling his cats?
Yes, he
His cat isn't black.
She's mostly
Mine
black.
are.
Yeah, but
Maybe
they're talking
she's,
about like the cats
biracial.
you can't see at night because they have no other colors.
I can't see them at night.
All you see is their eyes. Okay, but back to Harry Potter.
James, no.
Technically, I can't see my dog at night, so
I can't see anything at night because I'm fucking tired.
I can't see anything at night because I wear glasses and I'm blind as a fucking bat.
Hey, me too.
Where'd James go?
James is dying laughing.
Dead or in jail.
We have killed James. Hey,
It's a Simpsons reference. Look it up.
James, I'm gonna make a bad comment.
Sending you the clip. Hold on.
Right now, where I'm making a bad comment. But being black.
Oh God.
How do you feel about the black dog being the bringer
Holy
of death?
fucking shit.
I love
We're
it going.
definitely getting flagged.
This is the best episode of the podcast, you guys. We finally did it. We made the best one.
Sorry, I didn't actually want to go there, but that was like.
Oh, you did! I didn't even go there, and I'm bad.
Fine, we'll cut this.
Susie's face is turning red.
Wait, but I need James's answer.
Okay, so while this resumes, because it's resuming here, Susie said something bad, and now James has to answer a question about a black dog. Good. We're picking it up there. James, about Sirius's animagus form.
At least it wasn't a black person? A black wizard?
It wasn't a
Never
blizzard.
mind. We're leaving it in now. We're leaving it in now.
No.
Actually, these are good questions.
Y'all didn't even say my word, and I feel like I need to drink.
Oh God.
If Sirius was black, would he still be named Sirius Black?
He'd be Sirius White.
Right done.
This is the best episode, you guys. We've done it.
Also, would that make Harry a quarter black?
There's too much to unpack, so let's move on.
Back to the question. Okay, so I'm just gonna go there. Maybe the black cat thing, no, but that dog looked pissed at Harry. Wasn't it growling and everything when it was coming out of the bushes?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know about bad luck, but it was scary as shit. Because I think, didn't he fall off the swing like backwards when he saw that? Or tripped over it?
He was on the sidewalk.
He was on the sidewalk. He tripped over his trunk and flew his one arm out, which leads to my next question.
Yes, to when Ernie dies, Paul has employment.
Well, I mean, yes. Anyway, what are your thoughts about the night bus?
I think it's so cool, and we need one in real life.
Well, do I have a treat for you?
I mean,
they have one in Universal Studios.
But
where else do you get to have a talking, shrinking Jamaican head? Just come on, hang on to your seats, boys.
All right, so like, I need to say this because I did not know that line was from this movie. I thought that was from Shark Tale.
What?
It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
It's gonna be a bumpy ride. Yeah.
And I sat there, I'm like, oh, this is.
I can see why you think it's from Shark Tale.
Because
I haven't seen Shark Tale in so long.
We should watch Shark Tale for the podcast at some point.
Thank you.
Do it.
Harry Potter's a better movie than Shark Tale.
I will be singing to every single song in Shark Tale. It's fine.
I like big. Hey, boss, big butts.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, Susie.
What about the night bus? What are your thoughts?
What about it?
Do you want to drive it?
No.
Do you want to ride on it?
No.
No. Do you not like it?
Nah.
The most emergency of emergency brakes.
Okay.
Why the long faces?
So.
What about you, honey?
Well, just like most other methods of magical travel, what the fuck? Like, seriously.
I mean, okay, you ain't wrong.
Y'all can't just do something normal.
It's the Eric Andre meme of what if it was purple, but instead it's what if it was dangerous.
I thought that might be, to me, honestly, the safest thing I've seen so far. Like,
I think out of all the shit that they've shown that these people will just have access to, this like 90-mile-per-hour murder bus
is the safest.
I mean, you gotta jump into a fire. You gotta like
flying car,
running
through a
wall. Illegal.
You gotta like, I don't know. I can't even describe apparition. Like, that's just ridiculous.
You don't need to describe it. People listening to the show know it.
Apparition is like Star Trek. You teleport from one place to another.
Well, that seems relatively safe. You know, except for the whole dismemberment thing, but you know.
Oh, that's definitely like Star Trek. The first few failed.
There's people who won't.
In the Beam Me Up Scotty, you can actually get dismemberment with that.
I don't want to.
You can also get your head put on backwards. Then ask why didn't anybody tell me my butt was so huge.
And moving on.
What's the next question?
So, do you think
we can beam you back? No, I'll walk. What was that, Susan?
Do you think that Harry made a good choice in going to the Leaky Cauldron? I mean, he thought he was expelled, so where else was he supposed to go?
I mean, wasn't his whole motivation that he was going to go right to Gringotts first thing in the morning before anybody found out, take all his money, and flee?
Yeah, but
that's like the only smart thing Harry has done up to this point.
Go to Leaky Cauldron?
With the exception of everything he's done that Hermione told him to do.
Yeah.
But the thing is he's done magic before, right? And they immediately, send a letter.
What do you mean? A magical C&D to him.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Why is he worried about before people find out? They already know.
Well, obviously, this one's a little bit bigger.
Fucking gigantic.
Well, Marjorie's a lot bigger.
Here's another thing. So he was also using Lumos in the opening scene. Why is he not getting written up for that?
Okay. Different degrees of spells.
But you can't use any magic.
Case. I'm gonna break this right now because in the book he doesn't use fucking Lumos. He doesn't use any spell.
Flashlight.
He's using a flashlight.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, he's not using Lumos. That's where the movie messes up, and it's why there's a big hole. And you guys just pointed out the big hole. You get 2 strikes, and then you are expelled for using magic when you're not of age. Harry's the only wizard in the house, so it's quite clearly Harry. Marge was his 2nd strike, so he was leaving before the note showed up. I'm sorry. I hate. Told you I hate.
Yeah, they used Lumos to do the opening just for dramatic effect. That's it.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
It's basically the only reason they used it. But he literally was leaving the house before the note showed up because he knew that Dursley was going to kick him out the minute that note showed up.
I mean, I guess going to the Leaky Cauldron was the best thing to do.
Yeah.
Easy access right to diagonally.
And nocturnally.
But just think, like, if he had actually gotten the money and booked it, like, what would he have done after that?
Probably died. Some Dementor's gonna find his ass. And then he never would have learned the Patronus charm. And had his, well, he would have gotten sucked.
Like, the suck.
Okay, we're not there yet, but yeah, pretty much. So the Ministry of Magic didn't expel him for his improper use of magic. When, in fact, this time it was actually him that improperly used magic. Harry finds out about Blackout to get him and was asked to please remain in the Leaky Cauldron or Diagon Alley. How would you have reacted to being told you were essentially grounded with limited places to go?
I mean, if I was Harry...
House arrest.
Well, he was on house arrest. That's actually freedom for him.
Yeah.
Free to wander, a magical alley, buy whatever you want. But going back to, you mentioned it there, they didn't expel him. I think that comes actually down to a case of intentional magic versus accidental magic.
So it actually comes down to he didn't use a wand in either case, and because they could test to see
I mean,
wand was used.
The first one he didn't even do, but the first one was intent. This one was accident.
Right.
It was just boiling over emotions.
Right, and that's what the minister forgave him for.
Yeah.
However, per Ministry of Magic rules, it was considered improper use of magic, so 2 strikes and you're out. However, they realized that it was a house elf doing it the first time, so last year he was excused for that one and he got a dismissal of that, so he only has 1 offense on his thing, and this becomes important in a later book.
I don't know if the ministry actually knew about the house elf.
They did. Fudge just talks about it.
Oh, does he? I don't remember that. It's been so long since I read this book.
I am pretty sure I haven't read the book in a while. Jess can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
I'm not going to though.
What?
Correct her. She's wrong.
I'm pretty sure Fudge talks about it at some point. That he's like, yeah, we figured out it was the house elf and blah blah blah. And
who doesn't blow up their aunt occasionally?
Who doesn't blow up their aunt occasionally? Like, Fudge is kind of very forgiving.
And I like one of my aunts.
Mm.
It's Anthony.
You're not funny.
No, he's not.
You didn't marry me for my looks.
You're right.
Moving along, can we talk about the Ministry of Magic cards? Would you prefer to ride in a Ministry of Magic car, or would you prefer to ride on the night bus?
Night bus, it looks more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems you get there faster.
Play some dubstep and have all that crazy shit going on. Yeah, I'm in.
Whoa. Wait, it's literally Paul's car.
Does it have a Jamaican head?
Nah, I roll in style. I don't roll on a bus.
Okay, so we know what we're gonna get Paul for his birthday next year now.
A shrunken
head. Jamaican head.
To hang from his mirror.
Can you imagine the cops that pull him over looking at that?
Tell him it was the last officer that pulled him over.
Then the head looks back.
Take it away, Paul.
See, I would write
Don't
the
send
night
me
bus.
out, Paul.
I would write the night bus because it'd be more fun. But the Ministry of Magic cards get you there in the same amount of time that the night bus does because it literally does the same magic. So, limo or bus.
Yeah, but
limo or
you
bus.
do have all that trunk room in the magic cars.
Style.
Yeah.
Yeah, but have a whole bus and the bus.
Yeah, but you're not flying around on the bus. I mean, in the car, you're getting whipped around on the bus. I don't know how Harry drank that hot chocolate.
No,
Now,
that guy was sleeping.
whip it good.
I want hot chocolate.
Shuji, what is your next question? So make hot chocolate when we're done.
I will.
Because I would gladly take hot chocolate.
Initial
Smoked
thoughts
hot
about the
chocolate.
sleeping. Initial thoughts about the sleeping passenger in the cabin that Harry, Ron, and Hermione sit in.
Well, who's this motherfucker? Yeah. How does he play into the story?
Well, this is convenient.
Professor R.J. Lupin. Hermione, do you know everything? It says it, you dumbass.
Can you imagine if Hermione was just honest?
Can you imagine all
Like, listen, you dumb fuck.
Can you imagine all our kids' movies with swears?
That'd be so much fun. Any other thoughts about the mysterious occupant in the cabin?
You know, you would think if
Who let a homeless
the
person?
professors were supposed to take the train, they would have their own train car.
I don't think they actually are supposed to take the train. I think that
I don't think so either. So that leads to the question of why was he there?
And why does he smell like chocolate?
Because
Did he leave a
chocolate is
pedo van
delicious.
at 9 3/4?
honestly, I think for Lupin it was just a matter of convenience more so than anything else.
More convenient than disappearing from one place and appearing in another.
Maybe he just wanted to take a nap in peace
That's
and
fair.
feel
I
nostalgic.
know that feeling.
Fuck you, Paul. You were still at work. It's not my fault you were sleeping at work.
Hey, that was my
Talking about
lunch break,
sleeping.
technically.
I could get away with it, I would.
Standing up at a register.
Talking about sleeping. Dementors. Do you feel that they portrayed accurately in the movie On the Train?
Some scary fucks.
I thought
Yeah.
so. I wasn't okay with them. As in, they gave me nightmares.
I didn't like it. I do not like it at all.
They spoopy.
They're no shit, they spooky.
They got like
That-
the fucking cookie cutter shark mouth.
I was not privileged to go see these in theaters because there was no way in hell I was reading the books. So when I saw these movies at home, when the Dementor showed, I was like, how fast does my fast forward go?
I didn't know when you were a kid your phone had a remote built into it.
Dick. Asshole. How many assholes do we have in this place?
Yo.
Mikey, come on.
I was Googling something.
Google Spaceballs.
We learned that chocolate is a remedy for the chill left by the Dementors. What do you think about this is not an English question. What do you think about the rescue? Was the timing appropriate or coincidental? Jess, you were going last.
Why? So you blame
Specifically
Dumbledore
thought about
somehow?
you when I wrote this question.
Why? So she can somehow blame Dumbledore for it?
It is Dumbledore's fault.
I said she was going last.
Dumbledore
You
planned
heard
it.
this.
I think it was cool how he let Harry pass out, and then I was like, "Fine, now I save you."
Surprise, motherfucker.
I mean, that's what heroes do.
Some prize, motherfucker.
That kid needs a nap. It's my time.
You're gonna be ridiculed all year for passing out, you pussy.
While you
But yeah,
stupid, you
no,
fell asleep on the
Dumbledore
floor.
totally planned it.
I don't know why I turned that into John Wayne a little bit.
Thank you, Paul.
Again, this goes right back to what I was saying before. Why the hell was he on the train? Dumbledore told him to take the train. Dumbledore planned for him to be there when Harry got exposed to the mental.
Or
Dumbledore knew was going to search the train.
Dumbledore wanted a teacher on board just in case.
I mean, if that was the case,
especially if you have those fucks.
a shitload of teachers on the train.
I'm not touching that one because for all we know, there are teachers on the train.
Yeah, we don't see the other cabins.
Well, we have the candy lady. You don't know; she could be a powerful witch.
She could have a gun.
Yes, it takes a lot of magic to restock that card.
Vodka, this motherfucker.
AJ, look at your phone.
Isn't it revealed that she's a squid in one of the books?
The candy lady?
That's what their mouths remind me of.
No.
Oh, I thought when they were talking about what a squid is when
it's a cookie cutter shark.
Revealed. I thought that
it's what the Dementor mouths remind me of.
No, I don't think she was ever revealed to be a squib. I know Filch was, and somebody Harry knows.
Arabella Fig.
Oh yeah, her too, yeah.
Purposely not saying her name because she's not important to the story.
Well, especially not
beg to differ.
Not in this movie.
Okay.
But anyway, Jess, because I purposely geared this question straight towards you.
Wait, she's gonna say the word a couple times.
Come on, Dumbledore's at fault. Let's go.
I think the Spooky Dookies were placed there intentionally so that Dumbledore could make Lupin out to be a hero and therefore manipulate Harry into trusting him and developing a relationship. Because
hey, that sounds like what I said. I agree with you.
I'm extending upon that. This motherfucker didn't check up on Harry his entire goddamn life. You know?
Did he know where he was?
Probably. Who doesn't? All you gotta do is send him a letter with no ill intent and you get right through. But
I mean, wait, why didn't they find Voldemort like that?
Because Voldemort is a disembodied soul. Plus, do you think you can really write a letter? You're Lord Voldemort. It's like, no, they don't know he's Tom Riddle.
Actually,
I'm not your turn.
We're not going to touch on that this movie. But
so anyway, Lupin fought the Spooky Dookies. Lupin fought the Spooky Dookies and gave him, liquid, heaven. So
liquid heaven?
Liquid heaven, that's what chocolate is.
I thought usually that's what women want from men.
No, women want to just eat and not get fat. They don't want anything to do with men.
I'm just gonna read the next question now because I'm not touching any of that conversation with the 15-foot pole. Dementors are now patrolling the school well, it's really the border of the school rather than the inside of the school. Would you be comfortable with that, even if it was to protect you from a murderer?
Oh.
I mean, I live my worst dreams every day, so they'd just be adding to it.
I wouldn't call our marriage a worst dream, but
I didn't mean that. Jesus Christ, honey.
I'm gonna make my joke to add to the fuel of the fire of the NC-17 rating of this episode. The Mentor's the only good suck I'm gonna get, so I mean,
it's kind of where I was gonna go with that. You took it to the marriage.
They suck out the good suck. Yeah, whatever. Fucking.
Are you sure they won't go from suck to blow?
I've seen their mouths. I don't want them blowing anything on me.
Guys, before this gets really, really raunchy, do you have anything to add?
They'll blow somebody else's soul inside of you.
I need an adult.
Isn't that Catholicism?
I am an adult.
I'm now moving away from this question to the next one.
Isn't that how Catholicism works?
I am an adult.
I need an adult. You're an adult.
And
a spooky dookie is like, here's your soul.
I mean, that's if you're not religious, that's probably one way you could look at Catholicism.
I wonder if
and I hate
we have all these religions. Do the magic folk have a demon religion? We're oh, praise Dementors. Oof.
There probably are some fucking
necromancy, maybe.
Did you just
say
necromancy?
Necromancy?
Yeah, she did.
Air high five.
All hail necromancy. Continue.
Okay, so the next question is, Hagrid is named the new Care Magical Creatures teacher. Is this a wise decision?
No!
Somebody gonna die. Please let it be Harry.
I mean, so
seriously, what is wrong with Dumbledore?
Y'all tripping.
Look, he really
he's setting stuff up.
I can't make a decision. I think the guy deserves something. Like he tried.
I agree.
His heart's in the right place.
It's not his fault that he has to teach.
Man.
It's not like it's not his fault he has to teach the Hitler Youth.
Okay, guys. I appreciate where all of this is going, but y'all are talking over one another again. So I missed completely what Mikey said, and I missed what Jess said because you both talked at the same time. So, Mikey, could you repeat what you were saying?
All right. I mean, y'all are dunking on Hagrid. Hagrid deserves this. He needs something in his life.
Okay, now Jess, what were you saying?
I basically was saying the same thing. Like, Hagrid's a nice guy. I'm sure he means well, but he doesn't exactly have the best track record when it comes to safety or things that are manageable by an average-sized human being. He's a convicted felon.
Wrongly convicted,
but so is Sirius. But still,
didn't that get overturned at the end of the last book?
Yes, but still, I'm sure the parents are totally supportive of that.
You mean the parents that went to school while Hagrid was still caretaker, who therefore know Hagrid and know he's a nice guy?
I'm sure he's a very nice guy.
But still, where's his teaching degree?
Exactly.
He just wants to kill Malfoy with Buckbeak.
I mean,
yeah, they just needed to set up a plot point. That's it.
My father knew about this.
Well, that actually leads to my next question of, did Malfoy deserve to get bit?
Yes.
Yes.
He didn't get bit.
Hit.
Oh, I thought she said bit.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't remember him getting bit in the ass.
He got slit.
He got a
killed
Glock.
me. It's killed me. Ah,
what a dramatic little bitch, Malfoy.
I was screeching laughing at that. Even I'm not that much of a dramatic bitch.
If it took a couple more minutes, I could have lost my arm.
I wish he had.
Try flying a broom with one arm, bitch.
I mean, with all the magical remedies there are, they could rebuild him an arm.
Yeah.
You have a little Deadpool arm.
Bet you it feels big in this hand.
But see, Malfoy's a little bitch. He was been wanting Hagrid to get fired for like 2 years now. This is his chance.
Wait, to be fair, he's wanted everybody to get fired outside of Snape.
I mean, that's true. Go ahead, try to fire McGonagall. See what happens.
She'd probably bitch slap him with her cookie tin.
Probably.
It's an oddly specific thing to slap someone with.
Didn't she give Harry cookies?
Harry it was Paul's background earlier.
James, got anything? Got anything about Pussy Boy Malfoy?
No.
Or Ferret Head?
No.
Oh wait, wrong movie.
You're a movie too early there, buddy.
No,
my favorite movie. I can't wait to get there.
We'll just keep the insults and injuries right there. I disagree with everybody on this. Little crimmage, you deserved it.
Okay, insult. Woohoo! Got it.
Harry is the one third year left behind from Hogsmeade. He doesn't get to go. Since everyone agreed it would be safer for him to be at Hogwarts. What do you think about the map that Fred and George gave him?
It fell out of Dora's backpack. No, nobody.
I got backpack.
Fuck.
So many comments. So many comments.
What did you say?
So many comments I have about this.
Wait, hold on. I'm the map.
Number one, how did Fred and George figure out how to use it?
It can talk.
Wizard internet, obviously.
But what did they go? Oh, what is this? And it said, "This is a map. This is what you say to open it."
This is a joke.
It probably said, "I'm a map, you ginger twink." Because it does have a penchant for insulting people.
Yeah.
We later find out.
Snape's big nose.
Oh, I fucking lost it.
I don't know if they show it in the movie, but so I don't know if this is book or movie or if I'm just imagining it. But I think that they tap the parchment, because that's really what it is, parchment, with their wand, and it comes back. If you're really interested in creating mischief, you say these words, and a map.
Pretty sure that is something that happened.
I'm pretty sure, but I'd have to reread the book because I think it's in the
I can't
book.
believe they just gave it to Harry.
They're like, hey, Harry, have this MacGuffin, Harry.
Yeah, but Harry's fucking rich. He could have funded
their joke shop.
Yeah.
Which he did.
Next movie.
Technically not, but
2 movies from now.
But
so y'all think the map is cool, or?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, I want 6 of them.
I think the Mac only talked to George.
I like how in the post-credit scene, like the post-credits, it shows the map and there's 2 legs that are like this. So I'm like, ooh, what are they doing? Or wait.
What do you think they were doing in that cupboard?
Wait, were they facing each other or were they back to back?
They were facing each
other.
No,
they were facing each other. While I was looking for a background, I did see that.
Of course you did.
It even had a caption of, there's a little secret love story here. I'm like, okay, great. That's not that funny.
What I think is just like the best thing ever is that Fred and George were looking at that map and spying on their little brother, and they didn't say shit to him about having another man in bed with him.
Oh, fuck.
Hermione took the cover.
I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that. That's... What the fuck?
I have jokes ready for when we talk
about
who's
that. This Peter Pettigrew? Whose name we've probably heard sometime in our life because we know everything.
Wait, does it? That's right. Harry saw Peter Pettigrew in rat form run by him.
Yeah.
That's.
Who's this student that we've never seen before?
And why is he sleeping with
our brother?
Hermione's the cover.
They are real G's, let me tell you.
That's why they didn't look surprised, huh?
These were G's, but yeah, G's.
One of them was.
F's and G's.
Blackets entered the castle looking for Harry and torn up that lady's portrait because she wouldn't let him in.
I thought it was because of her singing.
What do you think of the resulting slumber party?
Pillow fight.
Yeah, I think putting a bunch of, people in
teenagers?
One room when there's a murderer on the loose, for easy, target practice is definitely the best route to go.
It's called open season, honey.
So, you want to hear a fun trivia fact?
Besides the fact that Alan Rickman hit a fart machine and Daniel Radcliffe sleeping back and kept making it go off.
That was my trivia fact.
That sounds like something Paul would do.
It is something Paul would do.
Alan Rickman
Paul is Professor Snape.
On the kids all the time. It was great.
Yes, that's totally something I would do.
Paul would put a fart box underneath his passenger seat. Or under...
Hasn't he done that yet?
Under Susie's driver's seat when we're following her, just keep pressing the button.
The reason I haven't done that yet is I'm waiting to get my underseat subwoofers. So that then,
you can make the seats vibrate?
And it'll vibrate the whole seat.
Okay, she'll never want to get out of the car.
So speaking of practical jokers, what do you think of that lady's replacement?
Sir Cadogan?
Sir Cadogan!
Fight
me.
Me.
Password every 20 minutes?
Fight me, bitch.
Sorry. I mean, do you see his replacement in the movie? Or is that just the book?
No, I actually found an image from the movie where he is where she does get replaced by Sir Cadogan. And it's pivotal to the story, so they have to replace him. It is important.
I thought it was funnier in the book. It's a lot funnier in the book. But this is like... And how he just wants to fight everybody and he keeps changing the password like every 10 minutes.
Yep. To the point where Neville has to write all the passwords down that he might use during the day.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's kind of how they got into that.
I thought that was a week's worth.
I think
Neville had a week's worth of passwords.
Yep.
Yeah.
Still a lot of passwords.
Password. Like, why would you hate this? Dementors come and inspect the Quidditch game. Harry faints and falls. Second time, he has fainted at the sight of Dementor. Though really, it was the black dog that caused it. Would you have made fun of him, or would you be questioning why he's having such trouble with the Dementors? And also, what happened to his broomstick?
Let's be real. Kids are shit. If we were there, we would have all made fun of them too.
No, we wouldn't have.
Yes, we would have.
Harry would have been our friend. He's a nerd like us.
I'm in Hufflepuff. Fuck you guys. They were playing Hufflepuff.
Again, kids are shit.
I'd have liked to see how high Harry's body bounced after it hit the ground.
I would have liked to have kicked Malfoy in the teeth.
I thought he did.
No, Dumbledore caught him.
I thought it was just...
Oh, and look at that. Dumbledore was magically there because...
At a Quidditch game.
What do you mean?
Is he at all the Quidditch games?
No.
No.
I thought he was.
Yes.
No.
No.
Not at all.
They don't show him at every single Quidditch game, but he's at every single Quidditch game. Except for when he's told that he has to leave the school premises.
No, he wasn't at all of them.
So,
What
was the question again, Susie?
Are you eating ice cream?
No, I was eating whipped cream.
What
happened to his broomstick?
Okay. Before we get into that, is it me, or is there so much of the Whomping Willow in this freaking movie, like completely unnecessary? Like it's completely foreshadowing on getting to the Shrieking Shack by showing the Whomping Willow so much. I've listened to it. I've listened to it.
The book has the Whomping Willow in it, this much and more.
No, but it was like the movie just cut to the Whomping Willow for just a scene and then recut to something else.
It was just showing passage of time.
Pretty much.
And that it doesn't like birds.
I don't like birds
either. It doesn't like anything.
But anyway, what happened to Harry's broomstick?
It got robbed.
It did.
It got turned into
a broomstick. Which begs the question, what did Harry use for the rest of the Quidditch matches for the season?
Probably a school broomstick.
I thought it was a comet.
Oh, he used a school broomstick.
Yeah, I thought those were all comets.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is why I have a serious issue with this movie because I'll get into it at the end of the whole thing.
Yay, we're saving a Susie rant. Oh boy.
Neville gets in trouble for writing down a list of passwords since the new portrait likes to change the password frequently. And Black gets into Gryffindor Tower.
Now Ron's got 2 men at his bedside.
How would you punish Neville?
Hang him by his testicles?
No!
Well, do you want to be hung by your testicles? Because I could arrange that.
No, I
don't Mussolini him. Fuck.
I wouldn't have done something that stupid.
Oh, come on.
Fine. Hang him by his pinky toes.
It's not his fault.
I mean, technically, it's the portrait's fault.
Exactly.
But
technically, it's Black's fault.
But Neville left everything there for him to just. Is it this word? Is it this word? Is it this word? Is it this word? Haha! It's that word.
And Sir Cadogan knew that somebody was going to be trying to enter the tower, and he let him in anyway. Even though he's like, "Oh, he had the password. I just let him in."
He didn't look a little old.
Did he look familiar at all?
He smelled like shite.
To be fair, he is a portrait. You know?
I'd love to be a talking portrait one day on somebody's wall. Guys fucking again? I can hear you. James, you all right?
I will make sure to get that portrait of someone.
If you ever became a portrait, I'm hanging you inside of a closet.
Oh God.
I'd be like Sirius's mother.
She's in a hallway.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
drapes on her.
Yeah.
I just
Good, thanks.
I would have loved to see Sirius just rip open Ron's curtain. Ah, motherfucker! What the fuck?
Well, technically he was at the right bed.
Well, he was, but it happened in the book. I wanted to see it in the movie. And not just Ron screaming bloody murder. Susie, you look confuzzled.
Like I told you this morning, every question that you see here is from my own memory. I did not watch the movie in preparation for these questions.
Yeah, we get it. You and Jessica know Harry Potter like the back of your ass.
I can't even see the back of my ass.
Don't you mean
It's quite nice. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you.
I mean, you can always do like Kel from Good Burger and just spin in a circle trying to see it.
Whoa, this is really hard, man. It's really hard to watch your own butt.
I'm about to hit myself like Lockhart, just memory erase.
Let's do it again.
Wait, do I have to drink because that was last week's word?
No.
Yes.
So next question. Hogsmeade, Harry learns that Sirius betrayed his parents. Would you have wanted revenge? Or would you have wanted to find out why he betrayed your parents?
Find out and then revenge.
Fair enough answer. Anybody else?
Depends on which Mikey we're talking about. We're talking I'm the age of Harry. Yeah, revenge. I would have like the hardest revenge boner.
Okay.
But like adult me,
now.
like me right now, if I'm like, all right, let's hear him out. I'm too fucking chill now. The rage inside me has died.
What about you, Paul?
I'm always down for some good old cold-blooded murder.
Well, I already knew that.
You shouldn't say that.
Guys, don't you remember?
On air.
Like they always say in every single action movie.
I'm on a chair, not air.
Yeah, but what's around your chair?
So clever.
Honey, what would you have done?
Honestly, I probably would have been like, oh, you killed my parents. Prepare to die.
Hold on, I have
My name is Harry Potter. You killed my parents. Prepare to die.
Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme, getting up, it's murder time.
AJ, what about you?
I would have.
It depends on which parent he murdered.
Oh no!
So AJ,
I would have put the barrel of my favorite shotgun. Oh, I'd give him a pat on the back and say, "Hey, Godfather, hey, appreciate it, thank you."
You buy him a cake.
Father.
I'd put the barrel of my favorite shotgun in his mouth and pull the trigger.
This got very violent.
I got a new spell for you. You can't dodge this one.
You could have just answered with "I would get revenge." You like had to.
Fine. I'll show him who the crocodile hunter is.
That's a little better. Why you guys gotta be so violent?
Cast my favorite spell, catch these hands.
Now I get to do my favorite question.
Catch your goofy ass liking.
My favorite question.
Yeah.
Boggarts show you what you most fear. What would your Boggart be? For example, Neville's was Snape. Neville overcame Boggart by changing Snape's outfit. How would you overcome yours? So what would your Bogart be and how would you overcome it? Mike.
Everything scares me. I would not be able to fight back at all. I'm like, ah!
What about you, Paul?
I fear not having world domination.
So how would you overcome that?
Dominating the world,
Dominate
obviously.
the world.
Hold on, I have a joke answer.
Okay.
Oh, I fear big titty goth girlfriends. Ah, don't beat me up, mommy. Oh no, please don't step on me.
Oh god.
Don't sit on my face.
Just me thumbs up and with a neck brace later on in the movie.
Worth it.
James, what about you?
Like the skeletons in Death by Snoo Snoo.
Oh.
James,
what would your Bogart be and how would you overcome it?
I wouldn't be able to. It is.
Same here.
There's a thing.
mine is bad. Mine is really bad. And if
Yeah,
people
I'm just gonna leave
can't
it at
guess
that.
it, there's something wrong.
Jess, what about you?
What, honey?
My Bogart would probably be like being broke.
We are.
Yeah, like more broke than I am. You know.
Yeah,
It's
we're
just,
pretty broke.
it's just a bank statement that's just like negative $70 or something. It's like, overdraft fees.
Like, we're talking easily broke.
And then
Like seriously, why did they punish you for being broke by making you more broke?
You're gonna charge me blood for not having enough blood.
That's how the rich get richer.
and then how would you fix that? How would you fix that? How would you ridiculous that?
Winning lotto numbers just like appear everywhere.
Shane McMahon coming out of nowhere doing it. Here comes,
Here comes the money.
I would be so happy. I'd be like,
Oh god. AJ, what about your Bogart?
It would be my parents getting back together.
Ridiculous as divorce papers.
You know, that's not the answer I was expecting. And I will tell you the answer I was expecting.
I'm sorry, my brother walked by when he said that and he just gave AJ this look. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
But how would you overcome that, AJ?
The divorce papers.
No. Restraining order.
Gravesite.
Jesus Christ.
What makes this even more entertaining is my brother can only hear us talking.
No, she's not dead.
AJ be celebrating.
So AJ,
We know him.
Yes.
I really thought your answer was going to be me.
Why would you? You are not my worst fear.
Yeah.
No. Why would it be Susie? What, Susie replacing me on my own damn show?
Well, I mean, she kind of already does.
There's just like Susie clones herself, but she just puts a hat on the other clone.
And she have a bald spot?
And get that beard.
Takes the head off her hair, puts it on the front for a fake beard.
Oh my god.
Wait, I'm still trying to figure out why it would be you and not her, if anything.
No, his worst fear should be me when I'm on a good joke roll, and he's got nothing but drinks around him.
Oh my
I mean,
god.
I've already puked once because you've made me laugh.
Don't worry, it won't be the last.
I
see me
like
to
my
the fridge?
answer better.
See, AJ, I figured you weren't going to say Jess because she's sitting right next to you.
She's beat me on camera before. That sounded bad.
That really did sound bad. Would you like to rephrase your statement?
No, he would not.
Physical punishment, not pure enjoyment?
What's the next question, Susie?
Well, I was going to tell you what my Bogart would be because
All right.
I wouldn't actually have a Bogart. Like, my fear is the fear of falling.
So
You
it's
go
like,
on fucking roller
You
coasters?
fall all the time, though.
that's why she
Yes.
fears it.
You clumsy bitch.
You know
She doesn't
what?
have to go
I
to
know
the
exactly what a
ground.
Bogart would be then.
Fuck.
But
A ladder.
No, hers would be a greasy staircase.
No. It would be a
mine's
ladder.
more but my bigger fear is the fear of the unknown, which you really can't conquer.
Yeah. You conquer it with Star Trek.
I went into the unknown.
My fear of the unknown is if I'm gonna have a watery poo or a hard poo.
I don't fear that unknown. I embrace that.
I did not need to know that, so I'm going to move to the next question and ask questions about Buckbeak now.
Please and thank you.
Buckbeak is sentenced to death, so Harry, Ron, and Hermione go down to support Hagrid until they have to leave. They witness the axe being brought down. Would you have killed Buckbeak for what was clearly antagonization, or would you have done a better trial and actually investigated the incident?
I request to go last.
Okay. AJ.
Fuck.
Where are you, AJ?
I mean,
he's sitting back on the couch.
I wouldn't have killed Buckbeak, but I would have sacked Hagrid.
You know what? You got me there. I'm going to move to Jessica because I have nothing to come at you with.
Why? Was it a good answer?
That was a really good answer. Jess.
Oh, okay.
I mean, honestly, I probably would have done the same thing. I would have been like, listen, Hagrid, you motherfucker. This is danger noodles, and you need to not have danger noodles in your class.
Is AJ suffocating himself?
No,
Yes.
the pillow's behind his face. I've told him no suffocation allowed on camera.
You can't David Carradine yourself on camera.
Yeah, but no, when he was laying back, it looked
No
like he
Jeffrey
was, like,
Epsteining either.
I was very concerned.
James,
it's your turn.
I don't have any dirt on Clinton.
I am.
Not that you
James,
know
it's your
of.
turn.
Wait, are those FBI agents in here?
AJ on this statement. Only because of the fact that I have nothing to say right now because both you guys shocked the little hell out of me. You guys have behooved me.
Love you, James.
With what? With the Epstein thing?
Yes.
Jeffrey Epstein.
We'll take the night bus to Jeffrey Epstein's secret island.
Is that almost like, going to Neverland Ranch?
For the love of God, answer the question, Paul. Get us back on track.
Sorry, I was
James'
listening.
turn.
Susie,
I was too busy messaging Susie.
Paul needs the question reiterated.
Paul, you need the question reread?
Yes.
Buckbeak is sentenced to death, so Harry, Ron, and Hermione go to support Hagrid until they have to leave and witness the axe being brought down. Would you have killed Buckbeak where it was clearly antagonization, or would you have done a better trial and actually investigated the incident?
There should have been a better investigation, and then put Malfoy on the chopping block instead.
Yes.
If Malfoy's
solve
on
a
the
lot of
chopping block,
problems.
Hermione can't punch him.
No, you kill his father. Solve much more problems that way.
Yeah, he could have started Avatar sooner.
Patricide. No, what is it? Filicide. Filicide. Have the father kill the son. Make the father the executioner.
It's my dog, Dad. I'll do him. Susie.
I would have swallowed you.
Do you have an answer?
Do I have an answer?
Yeah.
Well, it was clearly an antagonization, so I would have done more investigation into the incident.
Yeah.
Versus just executing Buckbeak because I can.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder if Hagrid could have kept the meat.
I have
at
to
least had jerky.
I have to explain my joke. Obviously, it was Buckbeak was antagonized because Malfoy is a stupid fucking idiot. But
yes.
They're not gonna get a fair trial with Lucius Malfoy around, fucking the wizard equivalent of Joseph Goebbels. If you don't know who Joseph Goebbels is, he's the minister of propaganda for the Nazi Party.
Yeah.
James is apparently dead.
This running gimmick is amazing. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I literally Googled it. I'm like, okay, I have to have this page ready because I know someone's gonna be like, who the fuck is Goebbels?
So right after they see the axe being brought down, Scabbard takes off. Ron catches him, and the black dog drags both Scabbard and Ron to the Whopping Willow. Do you think the dog actually meant to harm Ron, or was he just trying to get it at Scabbard?
No, he was just trying to get the dirty rat.
Obviously.
You dirty rat. You killed my brother. You dirty rat. Mm-hmm.
You touch my troll-la-la.
Can't type.
course you can't type. What's the next question?
The tunnel leads them to the Shrieking Shack, where a guy that's named due to Lupin, who shows up and admits to being a werewolf. Did him being a werewolf surprise you?
Snape.
Or was it more
Snape.
surprising to find out that Sirius was the black dog that Harry has been seeing everywhere?
Was it going to be black? I mean, Snape pretty much gave it away that, it was a werewolf. That Lupin was a werewolf. Like, I caught on to that the first time I saw the movie, but, like, at that point.
Well, I mean, they had to do this whole paper on the Wolfsbane or whatever, that potion. They do a whole paper.
Honestly, a 13-year-old girl figured it out, so come on, people.
But she's a fucking genius.
I've seen.
Didn't have to be a genius.
Have you seen those wizards? They are not anywhere near. They're like Waterbury School's level.
I resent that statement.
You mean Meriden, thank you very much.
Yeah, you're right. Bridgeport.
That's better.
They're so inbred that they don't know their ass from their elbow.
Sometimes it's in the same place.
Part of the question was it more surprising to find out Lupin was a werewolf, or more surprising to find out that Sirius was the black dog?
Sirius.
Sirius.
It was more
like seriously, that threw me.
Did it really?
I was trying to be funny.
Yeah,
I got that.
I kind of put it on the same platform.
Guys, James has been trying to talk for like 2 minutes.
I'm gonna say Sirius because for Lupin, I mean, he was just a werewolf in London.
Werewolves in London. Background, guys.
Good thing I'm not drinking every time there's a stupid pun.
You'd be dead by now if you were.
Moving along, AJ, did you have anything to add?
I kind of put them on the same level. You kind of figured that dog had to be somebody important when it kept popping up.
I thought Crookshanks was gonna turn into something cool.
I think Crookshanks was Harry's old cat.
I don't think so.
So Sirius reveals that Peter is Scabbers. He recognized him by the missing finger.
Peter Brown.
And really, that's such a crucial detail. How did you even know that? That boggles my mind that he recognized him from just the missing finger. And that Peter is the one who betrayed Harry's parents. Were you intrigued to find out that Peter, who has been presumed dead, has been hiding in plain sight this whole time, or you're more interested to learn that Sirius, James, and Peter were all animaguses so that they could hang out with Lupin on his bad days?
I also want us to go last.
I was more shocked that they all became animals.
I am not at all surprised he recognized Peter, because think about it. He spent so many formative years, becoming an animal with this rat. He should be able to recognize differences. It's like how I could pick out the differences in my cat. Yeah, you learn what they look like. So even without the missing finger, he probably would have still been able to tell.
Okay. I could see it. Not how I thought about it, but yeah, I could see it.
I thought it was more interesting that, they were telling about how, Peter betrayed his parents and everything. I kind of feel like the whole, and we can turn into animals thing is just kind of like, okay, yeah, whatever. What do you mean you betrayed my parents?
It's like an afterthought.
Yeah, whatever, fuck that for a minute. Okay, what the fuck are you talking about?
James?
I agree with Jess. Yeah, that's cool. I'm glad you turned to animal. Bring that back a bit. What did you do with it?
Mike, what do you have to say?
Okay, so I honestly was way more interested in the whole Peter hiding in plain sight shit, and that he's kind of been around these past few years. And I'm also honestly, how fucking stupid are the Weasleys? It's a 12-year-old rat. But I have to make my joke now. So AJ, please don't drink, for the love of fucking God.
I'm just gonna say before you say your joke that I agree with Mike.
All right, so he's like, oh, wasn't I a good rat, Ron? Didn't I lick your balls when you were sad?
We lost James.
I am going to move along to the next question because I am now dying.
Wait, do they have magical peanut butter?
Oh Lord Jesus!
Apprentice and penises.
Even worse, is Peter Pettigrew a pedophile just for the fact that he's
Peter
probably been with
pedophile?
Ron the whole he was with Ron the whole time, changing.
But he was
everything?
Percy's rat first.
You know he
He's
was
a multiple
spying on
offender.
Ginny instead.
And Percy's more anal. Huh?
Oh.
I went off this fan very quickly.
Fuck, I can't see.
So the next question is: Snape arrives to save the students, and rather than listen to what everyone has to say, believes his own version of what happened. Snape gets knocked unconscious, and Sirius and Lupin are convinced to hand Peter Pettigrew over to the Dementors. But there is a full moon. Do
You
really
had
think this
one
is-
job, Lupin. One job.
Like, do you really think that this was the best decision that they could have made, especially since we find out that Lupin did not take his meds?
Please.
All right, so like, there's one clear decision. They should have just killed the rat bastard.
Exactly.
Why did Harry have to be a good boy?
I don't know, because Harry's fucking stupid. That's why.
He's a teenager. It's their default setting.
What teenagers are supposed to be horny?
They're horny and stupid, they're horny and or stupid.
They're both.
And if they're extra horny, the stupid's even more powerful because they're all controlled by
especially
horny.
if they're boys. They have a dick and a brain and only enough blood to run one at a time.
That never changes, though.
I was going to say, you guys have two brains, and you only think with one of them at a time, so...
Same concept.
Fair.
Anyway.
Especially when you're teenagers.
I really think all of the adults involved in this series really dropped the ball a lot of the time.
Or maybe their balls never dropped.
Did your balls fall off?
And on that note, I'm going to go to the next question because my brain is not apparently here. Harry and Hermione used the time turner to hopefully save 2 lives. Which 2 lives are they trying to save, and do they succeed?
Go for it, honey. Go.
Don't get me started on this
Go,
time turner bullshit.
go.
They're trying to save James and Lily.
That wouldn't have worked.
I mean, if you turn it enough, you
that
could probably do it.
I think that technically the 2 lives they were trying to save was their own. Because if they hadn't gone back in time, Harry would have been killed by the Dementors, and then Hermione probably would have been killed by the werewolves. And the other events only happened because those events happened. Buckbeak was never in any danger. His death wasn't real. Like, he didn't actually die.
He didn't die because they saved him.
Yeah, but
you can't refute that point, Jess.
I know. But the thing I'm saying is, because they had already gone back in time and saved themselves, they were able to save him.
But they needed to save Buckbeak first.
But it's
It's called a paradox.
It's a paradox.
No, I understand where you're getting at. It's just, but to save themselves, they had to save Buckbeak first.
It's some dumb time bullshit.
Yeah, it's
Whatever.
dumb time bullshit.
I mean, I understood the Flashpoint paradox better than this. Who's the real villain here, Barry?
I see her point. I understand her point. Her point makes sense. It was the logic that I lost her on.
There's never any logic when it comes to me.
Sometimes there is. Does Harry really see his father cast a Patronus, which leads back to what you were talking about with the time paradox there, Jess? Or was it someone else?
I think he thought it was his father just for the fact of it was a stag. And that's who his father was. It's the only reason why I would think that's his father.
I thought it was his father because everyone constantly is like, "You look just like your father."
And the guy
If
across
your
the
mother's eyes.
looked like his father. So, but again, we suggest this paradox theory, where if they didn't go back in time to save themselves, Harry had to go back in time to save himself from the Dementors, and there's the Patronus.
Sounds like an
His
endless.
first Patronus, by the way.
It's all wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, needless to say, Sirius, Buckbeak, Harry, and Hermione are all saved. Peter Pettigrew escapes because,
Dumbass.
fuck that noise.
Bunch of fucking dumbasses. Standing in a circle, letting him escape.
So, I am going to go last on this question because this is my biggest pet peeve with this movie.
Dumbledore.
What does Harry receive at the end of the movie on his journey home, and does Ron receive anything?
Yes.
He gets
his permission slip for Hogsmeade signed by Sirius, and Ron gets an owl.
What else does he get?
Harry.
See,
what else does Harry get?
I'm made aware that
the brand new whip.
Talking about the movie only. Yeah, he gets a brand new whip.
He gets his brand new broomstick at the end of the fucking movie.
The book was bad.
I like the book better.
There's only one thing that Ron gets. Oh no, Susie's drinking. Ron gets a sad hand job.
I was gonna say PTSD, but
yeah, post-traumatic dick rat disorder.
You got turned on by Hermione punching Malfoy?
I was.
I think everybody was.
So, Paul and I were talking.
Oh no!
A minute ago, about the fact that Harry actually receives the broomstick at Christmas time, and they have to take the whole broomstick apart, and because she reported it to McGonagall, and it causes tension between Hermione and Harry and Ron. They take the whole broomstick apart. They find out at the end of the movie, at the end of the book, that it was Sirius that gave him the broomstick.
You serious?
In the movie, they give him the broomstick at the end of the book, and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Why?
I also hate how the movie ends on that still shot.
Yes.
Jesus, at that point, you
The
might have had, you're the best around.
This is one of the few times you'll ever hear me say this, but the book is better than the movie for Prisoner of Azkaban.
I agree.
I will give you that.
It is.
This is probably one of my.
That I get
She gets angry.
I get so mad. I'll watch it, but I'm like, no, it doesn't happen in this order. Why are you doing this?
I've literally seen this movie once before today.
This is the movie I'm not allowed to watch with anybody else because I start exclaiming through the whole thing about how this isn't how it's supposed to be done.
Yeah,
isn't this how our friendship started?
Okay, it's how I am whenever I watch Scott Pilgrim with people.
Oh, don't get me started.
I actually like that movie.
It's great, but I just go, oh man, this is so fucking different from this.
Oh well, yeah.
They're like, yeah, that they fight one dude for a book and a half.
I mean, there's 4 different plot lines to Scott Pilgrim at this point.
Yeah.
Between different versions of media. But I like the movie.
We
Susie,
should talk about that one day.
Do you have a ranking question? Where does this go on the 3 movies we've talked about yet? Or do we want to just call it everybody thinks it's the shit of the 3 we've done so far?
I don't think it's shit. I just think it could have been better.
With the 3
do you
movies
guys
we've
want to do
done
a
so
ranking
far.
for this one?
I'm fine with that.
I don't
Okay, so
if I rank it.
I had to find my rankings. Mike, you want to rank yours?
All right, mine's the opposite of my Devil May Cry ranking, which is 3, 1, 2.
Oh, you still
3 being the best?
No, it's 3 is bottom, 1 is the middle, 2 is the best so far.
Okay.
Okay.
If we're using that, 3, 2, 1 for me.
Did you go from least to best?
Yeah, I went from least to
Yes.
best.
Yes.
Okay. I'm making sure because for me it's 3, 2, 1. Now if we're talking overall, because I did all of them.
Nope. Don't do
Nope.
overall.
I did overall.
Itch.
This one's
You asked
number
me a question
3
the
for
other
me.
week. I went through the whole thing.
I know.
Paul,
Yeah,
where does this rank in the 3 movies that we've
He doesn't
done?
rank.
number 3 because it's the 3rd movie.
You're so ingenious. James, what about you?
I'm gonna go with the same with Mikey's, even though I just don't want to rank them just yet.
Okay. Jess.
3, 1, 2.
Okay.
I think that was Mikey's too.
Yeah.
That was mine. Yeah. I really like Chamber
concur.
of Secrets.
That movie.
That-
You can hide a
shit,
bunch of
yeah.
stuff in your Chamber of Secrets. Just ask all those cartel.
He can hide
members.
them in that Azkaban.
Yeah.
That Azkaban
make
is the wizard
joke.
equivalent of horny Joe.
Is that a kilo of cocaine in that donkey's asshole?
Oh my god, there's so many dead hookers in this trunk.
And on that note,
Mike, where can we find you? Mike, you can find me at somewhere, I guess. I swear to God, I've actually started recording stuff for YouTube. It will one day be uploaded.
Better be. I've been so excited.
And he just can't hide it. He's about to lose control. And he thinks he likes it.
If it wasn't
Okay.
comfortable leaning back, I'd be sitting up there.
Paul,
Jess,
where
where
can
can
people
you-
find you?
Oh, I was jumping in for your job, all right?
I'm going to go to bed. I want
Okay.
another nap.
It's a good place.
Okay. James, what about you?
Drawing.
That's a safe place to be. You can find me on the interwebs. We have
Yes.
we've been working on the group page and posting and trying to share our content, so keep up. Other than that, check us out on all social media platforms. We have it all, so come find us. Jess, where can people find you?
contemplating all of my life decisions while eating chocolate.
I'm right here, honey.
I didn't say you were a decision.
We got married. That seemed.
I call it more of a consequence.
Yeah.
So it still sounds like I'm a penalty.
So on that note,
You
we're
drew
gonna
the
leave
short straw,
everybody
honey. You
off
had to
their
marry
wonderful-
me.
We're gonna leave off with our wonderful co-host. AJ, where can people find you?
You can't find me anywhere. I'm hiding unless you got the Marauders map.
I do have the Marauders map
If
though.
World War II
Fuck.
shows you anything, check the attic.
God, you're gonna have to find me at AJ All Star 15 on fucking everything. It's me, Snajay. That's short for sneaky AJ.
Snake?
Oh, if you let me
Stinky?
Sneaky.
sneaky.
Oh.
Snake guy.
It's not Snajay, it's Snajay.
Ooh.
Do, 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 do. I'll be
I feel like
sneaking around
Punk in
this
the
bitch.
Emperor's New Groove with his own
Oh my
theme
God.
music.
I fucking love that movie.
So do I. I love the Emperor's New Groove. That should be the new Tower of Terror.
I'm tired.
The wrong lever of terror.
Donk. And on that note,
Peace out, peeps.
peace out. Bye.
Later.